Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be showing you how to make a welt pocket step by step. Okay, if you are interested in knowing how to make it, hit on the subscribe button and let's get started. Now I am going to use these bodies that I had out to show you how to fix a welt pocket. You know, bodice is from your shoulder to your waist point. This is a bodice. Okay, now I am going to bring in my pocket to show you how you can cut it. This is my pocket and one is longer than the other one. The one that is longer is 6 by 6, while the one that is shorter is 6 by 4. Okay, now the next thing is for me to go in by 4 inches to mark my body, my nipple to nipple measurement. You can see what I'm doing here. My tape is not complete, that's why it's showing 5. And I'm also marking this nipple to nipple measurement to use it as a guide. Okay, now after marking it, the next thing I'm going to do is to use my ruler to connect the dots. Now it's done. The next thing that I'm going to do is to, from the dart leg, I'm going to go out by 2.5 from the both sides. Now I've done that. The next step is for us to bring in the pocket. You can see one is longer than the other one, so the one that is shorter should be on the down part. But before you do that, you have to fold it into two to get the center of it by notching it. That is what I'm doing here. So I am going to place it. Now this is the front and this is the back. The front should be facing the fabric, while the back should be facing up. You can see what I'm doing here. So after notching it, the next thing you are going to do is to place it on that line. You have to repeat the same thing on the both pockets. Okay, I also opened the bodice so that I don't sew it together. Now this is the shorter one. The shorter one to be at the down part. You place it, make sure that the notch is touching the dart leg. So after placing this shorter one, I went ahead to place the longer one. You can see the shorter one is facing down while the longer one is facing up. Now I am going to mark the areas that I'm going to sew. I'll just push this up and then make this notch, this line visible, so I can use it, because that is where our sewing will stop. So I extended it to the pocket so I can use it as a guide. Now I am going out by 1/4 of an inch. You can see what I'm doing here. So I am marking 1/4 of an inch. This is how you go about it. So after marking it, I am going to use my ruler to connect the dots. You can see what I am doing here. I repeated the same thing on the upper one. You can see what I'm doing. So now it's done. I'm going to drag it back to that line to make sure that everything is equal. Make sure these lines are equal when you are marking it and also when you are sewing it, because it's going to be a guide for you so you don't make mistake. Okay, because if you make mistake, it's going to affect the opening of the pocket. It will make it look weird. You can see how I connected it. I went up by 1/4 of an inch so that the pocket, the opening of the pocket won't be too wide. So now I'm sewing the areas. Just watch how I am sewing it. When you get to that point, you turn it, cross and continue from other side. Now I am done. The next thing that I am going to do is to fold it you can see what I'm doing because I want to open the pocket. Just be careful when you are doing this. If you want your pocket to come out very well, do it this way. And be careful how you cut as well, because any small mistake can affect it. So now I'm going to go ahead and open it to the point I want it to stop. So when I get to that point, I'm going to come in by half an inch, and then from that point go up as shown. I went up this way and also this way. So I repeated the same thing on this side as well. So this is how I'm going to make my notch. I'm going to go up to that line. You can see what I am doing. I will repeat the same thing on this side. Just make sure you don't cut through the sewing, okay? The thread. Don't cut through the thread. Just make sure you get there, but don't cut through the thread. You can see when you finish cutting it and open it, it will look this triangular form. I will repeat the same thing on this side as well. You can see how it's looking as well. Now after this, I am going to push this pocket inside. Just watch what I am doing here. Repeated the same thing here on the upper one. Now when you are making this welt pocket, make sure there is light, because you really need light to iron it very well. So I'm going to go to my ironing table to iron it, okay? And I'll show you. Now I've done that, you can see how it's looking. This is the front and this is the back. You can see what ironing dress can do. I've ironed the seam. You can see how it's sitting nice. So next thing I'm going to do is from the down part, the smaller one, I'm going to fold it this way to cover the welt pocket. This is how you go about it. You cover it so that when you wear it, your body won't be showing through the pocket. You can see the front. This is how the front is looking. You can see it. Now I'm going to turn the inner side to show you. This is how it's looking. I've already ironed it as well. You have to also iron it to make sure that is sitting perfectly. This is it. You cover it very well. And then the next thing that I am going to do right now is to show you something by the side. But before we do that, I want to, you can see this seam. I want to hold it down to the pocket. So I'm going to do it on this side and on the other side as well. Okay. So now I am done doing that. I repeated the same thing on the other side like I said. You can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, which I have done. So this is the front and this is the back. Now I'm going to cover this again. You can see it. Cover it the way I showed you earlier. Make sure you use iron and iron it down. And then use this longer one. You can see how I'm folding it. Use it and cover it. If you don't cover it this way, the upper part of the pocket will be showing your body when you put it on, when you put the dress on. So these are the areas that I'm going to sew. So I'm going to sew it this way. Just watch what I am doing. So I cut out all the areas that I do not need because I sew it close to the seam. Make sure it doesn't touch the main fabric, okay? It's only the pocket that you are going to sew. You can see how the pocket is looking. It's looking very fine. Okay? You can see how it's looking. If you follow this guide, you will get it right, okay? So you can see the upper part is covered because of the we use the upper pocket to cover it as well. And if this video is helpful, do not forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you. Bye.